Alright, so here we go. We are in our second video, and this is the queue. I want to show you guys the queue. So it only gave me 15 seconds, but if there are more people on, it will definitely give you more. Although recently, that has not been the case. So, I am currently at my base, but I'm going to show you guys what it's like to start off with a random spawn and then try to make your way to spawn in Cobbletown. So, I myself have no set spawn right now because I have not touched a bed. So, I just have to do /suicide, and then I'm here. And see, obviously you can't chat on Spawn Island. I keep on forgetting that. But, so if you've been here a while, you can't TP, but when you're newer, you have an option to TP. The Spawn Island was a little bit different for me when I started, so I don't know if it's changed, but I do know you can pick your spot where you initially start. Especially if you have a friend that's already on the game, you can TP to them when you start. I'll see, yeah. You can pick which direction you're in. But so apparently the Spawn Island did change because I haven't actually looked at this. But the option to RTP to a certain area or a certain player does not exist after. I know it doesn't exist after you hit member, but it might go away after. It might go away after like 30 minutes or an hour. I am not certain on that. I have been playing this server since May 12th of 2021, so things can get a little bit muddled. So we're just going to jump off, since that is my only option. I cannot RTP. And this is where we end up. So one of the first things they tell you is to head towards spawn. I like to open up a second device and go on to the website so I can check where I'm at and I can make my way towards spawn. We have a very, very nice 2D and 3D map that I like to use. And coincidentally, I have ended up really close to where my home base is, so I don't even need to check the map apparently. This is SSI HQ. I myself am SSI. Now, if we want to go overworld, you would actually take this until you hit the middle, which would be a little bit... Let's see, we are at 612, so you just want to make that X coordinate 0, and then you would go towards center. There is, I believe, it's a riverway that goes this way. I don't do a lot of overworld travel. You'll kind of learn as you play the game that it's generally easier to nether travel than it is to overworld travel. And we don't have... Ghast can't grief, they can't hurt you. The only time you'll have trouble with mobs in the Nether is if you stumble across a piglin brute. 'Cause they want to kill you no matter what. So we are in the Nether, and trying to find the main iceway. This is Trex's build. I know Trex, he is very nice. This is Underville, Nether Hub. Alright, so this is your main iceway in the Nether. It's always at level 79, so if you're in the Nether and you're lost and you're trying to get somewhere, you just need to get to Y level 79 and you'll be good to go. You can do /boat to get your very own boat, and you can just zoom on through. Boats are modified to be faster in this server, so it helps. I am going to run a little bit just to make it easier. It goes way too fast if I try to boat the whole way. But see, I'm trying to make my coordinates, my X and my Z coordinates, be 0. And we're passing by EP, which I'll show you in a different video. But when people start, a lot of people recommend spawn. Spawn isn't... It has some stuff that you would want, but when you start, it's really just recommended to do some mining. But let's say you really need claims. The only way to get claims is to go to spawn. So we have entered Green Hub. There are 4 hubs surrounding spawn Nether portal. And this one is for the north end. So green is north. And there's yellow over here. That would be east. And if you keep going around the circle, you have pink hub, which is south. And way over there, there is blue hub, which is the west. I personally have lived mostly in the east. I just happened to randomly spawn there. I lucked out with my spawn. I was near a lot of nether portals, but there is a chance you could end up in a place that is like void of nether portals. So you don't want to go here right off the bat. So notice it says death chest disabled. On the server we have death chests, and they last for 20 minutes. And then after that they'll pop, and there's a chance someone could get your stuff if they pop after that 20 minutes. A lot of new players will die, and their stuff will be in a really odd place, or not enough players will be on to help them. And it's just learn to navigate the nether, because realistically nothing is very far away if you have a boat and you can go nether travel. But feel free to try the wither at some point. Just don't go in with your good tools, because you are very likely to die. Also, in order to spawn the wither, you need a netherite ingot and 2 playtime certs. Which, 8 hours of playtime, you get a playtime cert. I've been around so long, I have many, but those are not tradable. Don't even attempt to trade those. So this is where the spawn portal takes you. You've got a big nice map here, and it kind of shows you where some things are. But if you go this way on the path, that way is Cobbletown. And if you go this way, you will find the entrance for spawn. There are some other portals that are kind of around. Another hub that will get you closer to like where the shops are and stuff. So you got your villagers here. This shop is Valerie's shop. Valeria shares, sorry. And she sells some harder to find items, and obviously if there's an X, they're out and they need to restock. Don't bug people if their stuff is out of stock, like too badly. You can always like ask them, but so people have realized, you know. And you just got some rockets at, I believe this is Wallem and Panda's shop. You can check whose shop it is by checking this. Yeah, it's Wallem's. We got Midna's. Midna mostly sells map arts. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, map arts and just some currency exchanges, essentially. And you've got 4D's shop. He is also a mod. I forgot to mention, Midna is a mod. And you've got like shops that are union specific. Like my spawn shop specifically. Hi, Jack. Jack is a new player, by the way. I do not know them very well yet, but I'm sure they are very nice. I know a lot of players, but so this is my union shop. We've got, I mostly sell the basics. I seem to be out of my soul sand, but I'll restock in a bit. Oh, thanks. But like my union member Mayo sells beacons. So what I'm trying to get to is a long-winded way of saying there are a lot of things here. You have like wood and stuff, and you've got some harder to find items. You've got, I personally sell some crops, so you can kind of get started with that. And there was a food shop right there. Cannot remember whose shop that is. Oh, that'd be Order. So here's a tip: if you left click on a sign, you can tell who rents it. And this one I think is Bella's shop. Yes. But seems to be honey related items. Oh, no. Wool, that was a shock. I like the design though. There are a lot of little shops, little malls that are all around the map, but I highly recommend visiting Spawn at least at some point. At minimum, visit it just to see what the prices are. Even if you can't afford it yet. You can get emeralds pretty easy with mining. And you will need diamonds. So, if I am getting very distracted. Anyway, you've got claims up here. You will get a total of 3 claims when you start off. And you only get 1 to begin with. You get 1 after 30 minutes, and then you get your other 2 before you hit member. It might be after the first hour, don't quote me on that. But you need diamonds and placers to get these. And this Nepuro is only able to be gotten through events or through getting 64 diamond blocks. And on this server, diamonds are a lot rarer than it would be on other servers. And see, if you want your very own shop where you can sell things, you need to get your own villager spawn egg. So you've just got to check out all. These are specifically admin shops, by the way. I'm not sure what this one is for. I've never actually needed to use it. And this is very nice because you can get vote tools. See, these are every 50 votes you do, you can get a vote diamond. But I myself have 2 vote tools. I have the Lumberjack and the Sanctuary, although I don't have them on right now. Right now I'm just in my plain old skin. See, I don't even know some of this stuff. I don't actually get to see all this stuff. But this is this. I am just being followed. So another important thing is if you want your very own Cobbletown or spawn shop, which we will show, I will go ahead and show you Cobbletown in a second. You will need to have some bank currency. So right now you can do /bow and it will show you how many virtue coins you have. When you are brand new, you will have nothing. But you will get a certain amount of interest per hour that you play. I don't think that counts AFK time. See, I've got no ores in the bank, but in order to get that many virtue coins, I added a bunch of emeralds, a bunch of gold ingots, in order to have plenty in there. And see, here's the conversion rates. You can also put diamonds in there if you want. So next we're going to go to Cobbletown, because those were the important places. There are lots of other shops here, so I only showed you a couple that were in the front. But there are plenty to check out. I know that one sells weapons. This one has some 1.18 stuff. That one's Sobers. Sobers also a mod. So I just pick whichever portal, and it will take you straight to the original spawn portal. And next we are going to Cobbletown. It is in Blue Hub, very close to Green Hub, as you can see. See, it says Cobbletown above there. And it's going to take you kind of to the back. Oh, there's iHas. This is my Cobbletown shop specifically. It was built by Oxidized, one of my close friends on the server. I think they're looking at my shop. So if you have your own shop, you just kind of stock it, and you put your stuff in there, and you have your. This is what other people see. If you shift and go like this, you can kind of see how you're supposed to put it. You're supposed to put what you're trying to sell here, and then what you're selling it for right here. You can also change what color they're wearing, what their profession is. You can change a lot of things. You can also change their names and stuff. By the window. Oh no, my mouse died. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. Alright, we are back. Sorry about that, my mouse died and then I had to reshoot part of that, so if it's a little bit funky, that's why. So we've got a lot of nice things around here. There are a lot of older buildings, but there's a lot of new ones too. Like this one's not all that old. My friend, since Oxidized built this very recently. I think it's been a couple months though. But like this is kind of new too. But that one over there that's made of iron has been here probably since I've been a newbie, which it's my 2-year anniversary was a few days ago actually. But you got different price ranges for these. So if you want to put Virtue Coins in the bank, you have to put ores in the bank to get those Virtue Coins and be able to afford this 150 Virtue Coins per 15 days. Or you can go cheaper and get these little ones for 10 Virtue Coins per 7 days. And the stall just takes it directly out of your bank, but you have to remember to whack the sign like I'm about to do so I can show you. You right click on it just like that and it has renewed, and it took 30.22 out of my account. So next we are going to go to Barebones. And I just go back through this portal because it's the easiest. You can go back through the spawn portal, but that's the long way around. Everyone I know typically goes nether travel, and a lot of times when you need to meet with someone, they will say another hub to meet at. So let's say they live in the north. They're going to tell you, hey, can we meet in Green Hub? Or if they live in the east or something, they might say, can we meet in Yellow Hub? So you just have to find your way to 0-0. See, we're not at 0-0 here, but we're kind of close. So I mean, if you just kind of head towards there, you'll find it. And like I said, all iceways are at level 79. So when you're going through Green Hub, I typically take this kind of side iceway, and this goes to EP, which is Emlyn's Plaza. This one's to SSI, that is my union. I am co-leader with E4. And let's move on to Bare Bones, which is the biggest gold farm on the server and is kind of a need to know sort of thing. Most people have visited Bare Bones once they've been here a little bit. Sometimes people forget to show them. And you literally just go as straight as you possibly can until you can't go straight. You just go on. And since it's kind of on the north end, it does take a little bit. And you just kind of turn left. And you'll see that to the side, and you'll just stop right here. Voila. At Bare Bones, you'll find in another section. Oh, this is new. You have fully enchanted tools. I have not tried that before, but I have heard about someone trying that. I did not realize it was right here. And you've got slot machines you can try for diamonds. If you want diamonds, you have to put in a diamond. And if you want emerald blocks, you put in an emerald block and you have a chance at getting that said ore. And you've got the bartering system. You just stick what you need to into this chest right here. You have to put gold bars specifically, and if it's working, it should light up right here. And give it a little bit of time, there should be stuff here. It auto sorts into these specific chests. I have never seen auto sort break with this. However, there are other auto sorters that I've seen break in the past. Obviously you got the blaze farm. I don't personally use that much, but some people do. And right here is where you will find the gold farm. And I believe the iron farm is also connected. We're going to explore that one together. I haven't had a need for iron, so I have not tried for it. But if you'll just head straight back from the portal, you will find this big building that says gold on it. It can get kind of noisy, and if you have a lower end laptop, I would very much recommend that you I would very much recommend that you like turn down settings on your PC to try to reduce lag, because it can get really laggy. I've got a good gaming computer, so I don't see too much lag here, but it's possible. So obviously kill these guys here, and then you'll have rotten flesh here, gold nuggets, gold ingots. Self-explanatory. And you can do us all a favor when you come here. You can grab the rotten flesh and sell to these guys right here. A lot of times this fills up, and when it fills up it breaks the auto sorter, so that's why. And you see there is a creeper specific farm right here. You can't pick up the drops right there, but if you come down here, this is the chest for your free gunpowder. Now, a lot of people use this to supply their rockets for their elytra. However, the end is a limited time event, so that means that elytras right now are kind of on the pricey side, since it's been 5 months since the end was open. We're hoping that the end opens again soon, but we have no idea when that might be. It is sort of a surprise event when it happens, so I wouldn't bug the mods about it. So you've also got these farmer villagers, and you got these guys to buy your melons and pumpkins. There is a melon and pumpkin farm somewhere. I believe it's up here. You've got your cactus up there. I'm not sure which building it's in, but I do know there was a mountain pumpkin farm around here. This is kind of a good place to go if you definitely need some food to get started and you don't want to or can't pay for as much as it might cost to buy it from like spawn stalls like mine. Because we know that you start off with nothing. We all started off with nothing, to be fair. So we've also got this librarian hall here. There's not really any other villagers here. There are a couple, like there's a Fletcher and a Butcher, and you got like one of each. But this is mainly a librarian hall, and you can find just about all your librarian hall needs here. You can also buy books from this dude, and that is a player-made villager. If you want or need villagers of your own that are not shopkeepers, you have to find someone who has villagers and can breed them for you. And a lot of times you'll just pay them like a certain fee, and you can take your 2 villagers and you can breed them yourself. I don't see much of a point for that unless you're running a union. There's a lot of public trading halls, which I'm about to show you another one that I frequently go to. And I don't know a quick way to get there, I just know the Llama Iceways way, which we will go here and I'll see the marker for east and the marker for west and the marker for south. We're gonna go south a bit. And we're just going to go straight. This is going to curve off to the left, but we do not want to do that. We want to go straight. And we're just going to head back to spawn, basically. And we'll go through Emmeline's Plaza. And see if we keep on going straight, that is going to be Green Hub up here. See, there's Green Hub. So if you're starting from Green Hub, you will go straight past the first intersection, past the second intersection, and then you'll see this one that's got blue on it, and it's a little bit wider. This way is to Dark Market. Dark Market, I believe, was made by the Union Sin, which is no longer, unfortunately. Unions have to have 5 active members. That means that they have to be within that 30-day time period, and they have to have logged on within that 30-day period. They can have inactive members, however, a lot of members will require, a lot of unions will require that you log in within a certain amount of time. I know the SSI's union rules include just logging every 30 days. Some are more strict and they'll say 14. So you'll see this Dark Market. I always just know to turn left when I can't go straight over there, and I'll stop right here. And just so you can see chords, here's the chords for it, and another. And we just go all the way down. And then you'll look to your left. This is a portion of the villager hall. So we'll go and show you what this is like. This is where you'll find your cartographers and your armors, your toolsmiths, and your weaponsmiths, as well as your Fletchers are over there. You've got your wool guys, and you've got your stonemasons, many stonemasons. I personally do a lot of mining, so I use the stonemasons a lot. I smelt it down for emeralds. You could also use silk touch, but because of how our claim blocks are silked ores, it's not going to let you silk them. So for me, it's just faster just to mine it all with the same pickaxe. So I do a lot of smelting personally. Alright, so the thing about Dark Market, they don't have a lot of librarians, which is why I made sure to show you the bare bones, this is why I made sure to show you the bare bones librarians. You'll have your like shulker area here, by the way. There's signs for it. So you just kind of go this way, and you've got your gold farm. Looks like there's a lot in here. Oh, auto sorter is broken. So this is what it'll look like when the auto sorter is broken. So you've got your guys to sell your rotten flesh to, and then back here you've got your librarians and farmers. There are a couple important enchantments that you might want that they don't have, which is why you kind of gotta know where the enchantments are. You can always just kind of explore what's there. So this will just take you back here. So next I'm going to show you trying to think. Well, we'll show you Void Hub next, which is Flynn's hub. He is one of the highest playtimes on the server, and playtime only includes non-AFK time. I believe he's second to Rylact, who is a staff member now. He is one of our new staff members, and I'm very happy for him. Flynn was known as having really nice shops in the past, and has since gained his own nether-based shop. So if you want to go there, you're going to go to Green Hub, and then you're going to go turn over here to Yellow Hub, and you'll see this kind of section over here off to your right. So it's between Yellow Hub and Pink Hub, essentially. And you'll have all these guys, and you can sell them your materials. And that's like, if you've got like so much, if you got so much stone, you got so much andesite, you can sell it right to them. And Flynn will store it away for you. Sometimes he'll have auctions. So right now he has, not sure what he's got here. So there's also these new mailboxes. We can, some of the more trusted players have mailboxes once they've like reached a certain amount of time. Flynn trusts them, gives them a mailbox. This is all very brand new, like this was like last week. There's also an upstairs here. See, things change from day to day, and I do not get to see them. Oh, it's just a nice way. Neat. So I'll go ahead and show you how to get to like SSI grounds, which is my union. After I show you EP, since that is on the way. EP in recent times has been my go-to mall. Simply because it was very close and it had a lot of things. Now it's kind of a little bit more spread out, so if you want certain items, you almost have to ask around and see who's selling them. I sell wood, that's my main export. I do sell deep slate and other stones, as well, but most people buy my wood, specifically. So, as we've passed this many times before, I'm sure you recognize this. It's Emlyn's Plaza Nether Hub. Nothing too snazzy right here. So you'll go through this portal. And you got your little shops right here. I've got my little shop there. That was my very first shop. We've got sellers of fish, and that's pretty reasonable price-wise, actually. You got some baked potatoes. And for overworld cords, it's at 11. Well, let's see, the portal is at 8, negative 34, 63. I don't usually go by overworld cords. I usually go by nether portal cords. But you got like nice food there. This is like a very good starter mall, I think. Some malls are really good for certain things and not others. The Spawn Mall has a lot of, they all sell sugarcane. The Spawn Mall has a lot of, like, later game items. It has, like, elytras. It has, some, like, higher-end building materials. This place, I've figured, has a lot more starter items. I mean, there are some not starter items around here. Quartz is pretty standard. That's pretty sought after. But, like, let's say you've got a lot of emeralds. You can go to most shops and convert to diamonds, or you can convert diamonds to emeralds. Generally, you'll run into more issues where you won't have enough diamonds. I personally just mine a ton, and I do quarry mining. I'll show you some examples of quarry mining when we go to SSI area. So over here we have the white arch is actually for both Lotus and SSI. It actually leads straight to Lotus specifically, and that is our mall owned and run by SSI members. I specifically manage it, so if you need a shop there, or if you want to know what's being sold there, I generally have an idea of what's going on. So our mall is 5 floors. Currently, you can kind of tell from here what is filled and what's not. And we go by everything this one and above is A. And then it's B, C, D, E, F, G. And the upper floors have H up here. And obviously the numbers indicate floor level. So, next I'll show you what most people do for efficient mining. I will fix that later. I unfortunately am now used to wearing an elytra, so don't mind me being very clumsy. So we've got our SSI area, there's my TARDIS, there's my house. This one is E4's tower, that's Frosty slash Oxidized house. Back there is SSI HQ, and here is E4's quarry mine. So we'll just dig big pits. Sometimes people fill them back up. Generally, they try to do this away from their builds or under their builds, so it's hidden. But it's kind of cool to look at this from above, to be honest. Back here we have Artemis's base. Or Artie. We call her Artie or Artemis pretty interchangeably. But it seems I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties. Anyway, we've got as many SSI members as possible around the Union base. This is not the case for all members, and for different unions they might not have the same setup. So what I recommend, especially when you are going somewhere that you don't know, make sure to have stuff in your e-chest. So I have all of my tools and stuff. We're just gonna get these back on, because I keep on, I keep on managing to fall from heights that I shouldn't be falling from. Alright. Well, and here's another note. It may say peaceful on the server. However, that doesn't mean that you won't have issues with mobs. They do spawn. I'm kind of surprised there isn't anything spawning here. I tend to get sidelined by a mob right there. It just means peaceful in the way that there's no PvP. Alright, so another point of interest is claiming. I know I went over this a little bit before, so if you want to see what the claim is, you can do PS info, and you can see who the owners are and who the members are. And if you want to add, you just do /PS add. Owner is only if use owner sparingly, so you just do space, and then if you're on Java, you should be able to just like start typing and like tab it over. You can just do like that. But if you're on Bedrock, you'll have to remember their whole name. It doesn't autofill like that. But there are a lot of malls that I have yet to show you. There are a lot of very nice builds that I've yet to show you. These videos are not meant to be popular. I'm not professionally a streamer, but I know there's a lot of frequently asked questions concerning where things are. I hope that I helped you out. I might do a more in-depth video if people ask for it, with chords and stuff. I can also put the coordinates into the description of the video so you can better go and visit them. So, peace out guys, and thanks for sticking with me even though I'm not exactly experienced at this, and this is probably one of the worst Minecraft videos that you'll probably have watched. I can't promise there will be more to come, but I am going to be trying to. So, thanks all. The next video will be mall tours and tunnel bears, tunnels tour. And maybe we'll throw in some neat builds and stuff. See y'all next time.